Ray, guess where I am?
Ray, if I... Clue. We've got a live one.
Wrong conclusion.
I'm under attack. Hurry!
I found a clue.
Getting swarmed.
What is it?
Some sort of brine. A non-delicious kind that immediately makes your brain feel hot. Hot, ow, ow.
found some brine leftovers, too.
Oh, you should...
I am not drinking it, Dennis.
Well, not with that attitude.
This jar looks weirdly familiar. Do you have a different relationship with jars than the rest of us? You know, I didn't think so, but it is not out of the realm of possibility that I am just really good at jar recognition. Which is great because I really needed a win. I am begging you to set that bar higher. Huh. This jar also looks familiar. Oh man, what if I'm the worst jar recognizer?
Is this where we should be spending our focus right now?
Yes.
You said I'm allowed to sit in the van whenever you're spiraling. And you're spiraling again. I'll sit this one out.
Do I get to leave too?
No, Dennis, you are the folie to my dinner. You are in this.
Oh no.
You see it too, don't you?
I see it. I recognize it. I know this jar.
I've had dinner with this jar.
I think I took a vacation with this jar.
I think I care about this jar.
With every passing second, I am becoming more and more certain that this jar is my friend. Another clue. What up? I'm Dennis, semi-pro ghost hunter and ghost boss in training. Today I'm searching for new lethal encounters as I tackle the world of ghosts and ghouls.
Is the commentary necessary?
It's central to the brand, and it lets the ghosts know I'm not afraid.
You will be.
I suddenly feel like this is a very bad idea. Like I'm messing with forces I don't understand. Feeling's gone. Back to Boston.
Hey, jar freaks.
We're not jar freaks. We're just freaking out about these jars.
Why are we freaking out about jars when there are zombie chickens everywhere? Well, you should be, because this place is crawling with zombie chickens. So you might want to speed up whatever it is you're doing.
See what we got right here? Classic sign of a ghost infestation.
Infestation? Watch your words or I will take your voice.
Huh. I'm having a surprisingly vivid fear reaction. But the first rule of Ghost Boss is never cry in front of a ghost, ghoul, or lesser demon. So, I will be right back. Nice job clearing out those husks. Now we just need to live through the night.
I wish I knew what was in you.
I've got it, Ray. Brainstorm.
Okay. It could be pickles, or banana peppers, or weird coins, and like old receipts.
No, Brainstorm, our friend. The guy with the jar head and the brain and the rest of him is actually pretty normal. Really, brain jar is the headline here.
You're right.
Ghost Boss bonus objective. Eliminate more husks. Yeah, that's like 2 kinds of ghosty. Spirits, tell me why you are here.
Maybe if you ask nicely.
Willow says you should ask nicely. Tell your imaginary friend that the ghost-ghost boss relationship is a delicate dance. And the first step is earning that ghost respect. And the second step is talking loudly and slowly. Spirits, share your secrets!
If you had any idea what you were doing, I could.
Another haunted clue. And we're no closer to understanding what these spirits want. I have no choice but to attempt contact with the spirits themselves. Come at me, spirits! Send me a sign! I dare you!
Maybe instead of daring, you could summon me?
What are you? Scared? I double demon dare you!
What television has done to this generation of ghost hunters is unforgivable.
Also, my camera battery's getting a bit low, so now's a great time to reveal your ghostly secrets. Is this how it's gonna be, Ghost Bros?
He's not stopping, is he?
They'll fall asleep eventually.
Share your ghostly secrets!
I was wondering,
You want me to share my ghostly secrets?
how come you're a ghost?
Same reason all ghosts are ghosts. I'm dead, and I have a dark and terrible secret too horrible to share with mortal men. And your category of whatever you are.
Just a few minutes left!
Watch for takers!
Attention! The storm shield is getting smaller! Get to the hotel and take cover! We are here to help you! If you've got unfinished business, we will help you finish it! Just give us a sign!
Did you hear that? We can help you.
You can't. It was nice having you here with me, but get your people to leave. Every day you stay is more dangerous than the last.
We have to stay the rest of the week.
You can't. Tell your friends you're leaving.
Now!
If this is Brainstorm's jar, where is his brain? And his body?
Right behind you! Ah! Oh, not to be rude, but you're not actually behind us. Then, to your left.
Try again?
Try your other left. And feeling that, my other left.
Ooh, you doing okay, buddy?
I am doing perfectly fine for a man with chunky brain syndrome. Thank you very much. Now, can we make it so that you're lost, but I'm in the right place? That would be very helpful. We're detecting a big wave incoming! Get ready! I know for a fact, that if a Nosferatu licks you, you get to vamp out for a full 30 minutes. But they won't do it, you cowards!
Cool. Great. Can we get back to the whole opening the door to darkness thing?
I told you, I have chunky brain syndrome.
I am begging you not to call it that. What is chunky? Sorry. What is brain boba syndrome?
It's not a big deal. Just causes some minor coordination issues. But chunky brain syndrome causes the sufferer to lose access to all emotions one by one, until only fear remains.
So what better place to hide than horrifying Hexylvania?
Yes!
I was being sarcastic.
Sarcasm was the first chunk to go. But if you shake my jaw, you might see it.
Sounds delightful.
It isn't.
So, my slushy-brained friend, what is it gonna take to get you into Lars's van?
No offense, but anyone suffering from chunky anything rides on the roof.
On to Lars's van.
Fun surprise! I've sabotaged the van by removing pieces from it sneakily.
Why would you do that?
It would be unfair for me to be the only one to enjoy the cold touch of creeping dread.
I think this particular dread is less creeping and more imminently dangerous. Okay, can you put those pieces back in his van so we don't get eaten by ghosts? Pretty please?
Well, that plan doesn't sound very scary. The man does have a point.
Does he, Dennis?
He doesn't. But I have an idea. There's nothing spookier than a good old-fashioned campfire story. Brainstorm, if we can scare you ourselves, will you let us take you home?
I was not aware that you were masters of the horrific arts.
They're not. We just don't want to get ghosted.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Yes, sadly, that is true. One day our thing will be a little more inspirational. But for now, that's good enough.
I disagree, but I accept your terms. Scare me once, shame on me. And I go home.
Team Sidebar, this is a bad plan.
What is a bad plan?
Respect the sidebar, please.
Fine.
I agree that this is a bad plan, but, I mean, that's not generally the thing that stops us. Can we at least spend our time preparing for the non-stop parade of horrors that's headed our way? Good idea. We'll multitask. Like how every time I invite you dorks over, it's a chance to...
Sucker your friends into an inescapable high-pressure loungewear sales pitch.
Treat them to an inescapable high-pressure loungewear sales pitch. Exactly. Speaking of, how's that new Velour Visions collection? Visually assaulting. I'm sorry, Lars. It's just true, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure wearing those outside would be considered an act of aggression.
Okay, speaking of aggression, maybe it's time for some... Willow's right. Commander, you and yours take out those zombie chickens. And Lars, since this was your idea, you're up first. Brainstorm! Gird your loaves. And if you have blood in that whole situation, prepare for it to be curdled. Here comes our first tale of terror, which is called... Lars, help me out here?
Birds. Scary birds.
Great title. It's time to stock up. Get out there and grab what you need and smash what you want. It's time to resupply. You've got 10 minutes to grab anything you need. But watch out, the storm's closing in. You'll take damage in the storm, so stay moving and watch your map. Bonus objectives are in play.
Relax, weirdos. You serious? Can't.
Brainstorm! I hope you've got a jar scarf, because this tale of horror will chew you to the brine!
Obviously, I have a steamer trunk overflowing with jar scarves, but this is hardly the proper occasion.
Why? upset if you kill me.
What happened that we definitely aren't panicking about?
A breakthrough! I've been building something amazing, but I couldn't get it to work. I just needed a few more supplies. This spark plug was first on my list.
Oh, okay. We'll find your things.
Sealock, you are a responsible bot, capable of making decisions.
Yay!
Bonus challenge success! Good job, team! Bonus challenge success! Good job, team!
Need help!
Survivor in danger!
More enemies incoming! Watch out!
One little building. Enemy close!
This zone is about to get clobbered by a monster squall. We've got 20 minutes to evacuate the survivors. Good luck.
Impossible.
Need help!
Survivor in danger!
Here they come!
Survivor in danger!
Can't.
Wow! We need more
Keep up the good work! Saving lives!
No. Sorry.
Survivor in danger! Next on my list, the perfect pair of tongs. Good spring, a solid grip, and the perfect size to pick up and move a brain.
Or, anything brain-sized. You know, like a guinea pig or a smallish melon.
Masks here. Not now. Can't. No.
Check your map for the location of the medkit.
Impossible.
Another one! Life saved! Survivor in danger!
We all know Hexylvania is cursed, doomed, and infested with all of the public domain monsters. Your romantic cape guys, your hirsute moon weirdos, your creatures from the unremarkable stagnant watersheds. And, off the record, there are even rumors that the woods are crawling with the monsters our legal team won't allow us to mention.
Not true. The spooky woods are fully in compliance.
Fine, the woods are crawling with legally distinct but culturally relevant monsters.
I'll allow it, but you're walking a line here.
Good save!
Sorry, where was I?
You were debating copyright law with a robot.
Oh, that's not very scary.
We are in fierce agreement.
Sorry, Ray. Sidebar, please. Any chance I could do something scarier, like sharks or dinosaurs?
No, Lars, we need to clear out these chickens. And anyway, birds are practically dinosaurs. I mean, you know, dinosaurs that forgot how to be fun or compelling. Or scary. But they're gross. That's something.
Thank you. I was getting worried. I know it's a lot to ask. I really can't leave without it. It's somewhere nearby.
Check your map for the location of the medkit.
Going over here!
Next on Penny's list is this heavy-duty sewing machine.
It's got a needle so strong it can attach anything to anything.
No.
Even things that have no right being sewn together without somehow offending nature.
Gray always says there's no problem that can't be solved by attaching one thing to another thing.
Here we are. Durant's limb glue. You cut it off, we stick it back on.
Oh, like a tree limb?
No, not trees. More like arms and legs.
Are you sure it can't be tree limbs?
Sorry.
Survivor in danger. Another saved life.
God. Let's build.
Survivor in danger.
I'm under attack! They're attacking me! You are the best.
Huh, you make it.
Not now. Impossible.
Survivor in danger.
I don't want to die! Got me surrounded.
Sorry.
Need help! Hey, help me out!
Left. Oh, that's definitely a bummer.
God. No.
don't want to die!
Survivor in danger!
More enemies incoming! Watch out!
Two minutes before I have to pull you out. We're gonna need a bigger base. Here it comes. 30 seconds left. Survivor in danger. All right. I can't believe it! That was nearly everyone!
a cop, so that's what I'm made of. Really makes you think. Does anyone else feel transparent?
A survivor shelter is under attack! Check your map for the location of the shelter. Find the shelter before the husks do too much damage. Nice job! The shelter needs to recharge. Once the shelter is repaired, we can extract the survivors. It'll take 10 minutes to fully recharge the shelter. We've got a storm closing in. Reinforce the shelter and prepare for an attack from any direction. I can't quite tell where the storm is coming from yet.
Surprise!
Incorrect. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Penny, the stuff we're looking for seems a little scary.
Find your backbone.
I'm being brave. I'm not even hiding under the blanket yet.
No, Locke, it's the Find Your Backbone spine-making kit that was on my list.
Wow, there really is a product out there for everything. Penny, this was on your list. The Reanimator's Toolkit.
Ah, yes. Bring your vision to life again and again.
Are we making another movie? Can I go into space this time?
No, but we are cooking up something new. Well, someone.
That sounds ominous. But I do like new friends. Look, Penny, the next item from your list. A power adapter? After all the creepy things, that's a little bit of a letdown.
Well, I'm sorry, Locke, but all this creepy stuff actually takes a lot of power outlets.
Next item on your list, Penny. One huge pile of bandages. Oh, you're making an emergency medical kit.
No, Locke, I'm creating a person. You know, stitching her together and then waking her up.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave you to it. Here's more creepy gear off Penny's list.
Finally, enough sawdust to fill in the gaps in the person I'm creating.
About that, Penny. I don't want to be mean, but Ray did leave me with a couple of house rules.
Here they come! Keep the shelter safe! Protect the shelter until the survivors can be safely extracted. Bonus challenge is now available. Take it out.
Husk spotted!
I have tricked you.
Yeah, this is bad.
I am a delicious human.
I'm down!
I think that one skips a leg day.
No! I'm down!
Stop it, warrior.
Delicious.
You did it! Nice rescue. They're attacking the shelter. Survivors are in extreme danger.
Our heroes continue down the dark path. One grim task remains. You may think home base would be scared. But no, we have Ray here to lead, so everything will be okay.
Ray is taking some much-needed time for herself right now. So, Locke, you're in charge.
But I already narrated that Ray is leading us, so everything will be okay.
You'll be fine. You've been able to learn from her leadership style. I just hope you haven't picked up any of her, bad habits. She was programmed to anticipate the needs of home base, but tends to, react in panic.
You're not going to believe what happened.
What is it? What should we do? We should panic, right? Right?
No panic necessary, Locke. We'll find the problem and solve it.
Allow me to quote from Ray's rules for when Ray is away. 1. Close the door. We're not air conditioning the whole neighborhood. And 2. No reanimating things. Including but not limited to pets, ancient ancestors, no matter what secrets they hold, inanimate objects that move in defiance of physics, or people trapped in paintings.
Yes, but I have permission from home base, Locke. I followed procedure.
She is correct, Locke. She was approved for an independent study. She has this time to work on a construction project.
Constructing a person is still technically construction.
Oh, no fair. You know I don't do well with nuance.
Penny has permission to continue with her project, Locke.
But weren't you saying Ray's job is to see problems coming and anticipate them? Well, I'm anticipating that Penny's project is going to cause a big problem.
If it's the ethical issues bothering you, Locke, I made a slideshow that should make you feel better.
You won't believe how ethical Penny is. Her project is so amazing it will leave you in tears.
I didn't click through the entire slideshow, but the thesis was solid.
If Ray were here, she'd be worried. But she also trusts you, Penny. So I guess I'll trust you too.
My independent study project will not disappoint, Locke.
It's time to stock up. Get out there and grab what you need and smash what you want. It's time to resupply. You've got 10 minutes to grab anything you need. But watch out, the storm's closing in. You'll take damage in the storm, so stay moving and watch your map. Bonus objectives are in play.
Guns.
So, back to the scares.
Back to is generous.
The reason Hexylvania is so cursed will fill your brain bucket with effervescent dread. Hexylvania is built atop an ancient chicken burial ground.
Not true.
This is very conducive to building an atmosphere of dread. Thank you for the interruptions, everyone.
Sorry, what was interrupting who? I wasn't listening.
As I was saying, ancient chicken burial ground. This isn't working. Hey, Lawbot, can I just do a riff on the Raven?
Legally speaking, it is fine. However, creatively...
I'm hearing fine. Let's move forward.
My equipment is all set up and almost ready to go. First, grab that lightning rod. Perfect. This is exactly what I need to move some serious electrical current. Can you find some more?
Not now. Sorry. No. Sorry.
Yeah, so, once upon a midnight stormy, as I pondered, weekend. Sorry, kind of wandered into a blind alley rhyme-wise. Let's say, bore me. Suddenly, there came a clicking at my van's sliding door.
Have we reached the scary part yet?
Give it time, it's a slow build.
Skip to the part where the chicken reveals his powerful weapons.
Yeah, so mainly he just kind of taps on stuff and doesn't leave. But it's a classic, so...
Don't. I will pretend to appreciate it.
5 minutes left. Stack, that, loot.
Not now. No.
Sorry.
By connecting these lightning rods together, I can gather even more electricity. So you need to find more, enough to harness the power of life itself. Or, you know, at least run the oven long enough to bake a pizza.
Vinny, I'm working on the paperwork for your new, are we calling it a monster?
That seems harsh. Give her a chance first before you go calling something a monster.
Okay, well, what should we call it?
I think I'll just feel it in the moment. But for now, you could call it, We are not naming her the Bride of Ronald. That's a bit presumptuous, don't you think?
2 minutes left. Keep an eye on your objectives. Smash it, grab it, and get ready to run. We're heading home.
Don't. Impossible.
Quote the chicken, nevermore.
So he's willing to go on the record. Interesting.
Yeah, he's very committed to the whole nevermore thing.
I'm nodding appreciatively.
The goal here is for you to be afraid.
Oh, good. I was starting to worry you had forgotten. Ah! No.
Sorry. Not now.
Bonus challenge success! Good job, team! Bonus challenge success! Good job, team!
Penny has permission to continue with her project block.
But weren't you saying Ray's job is to see problems coming and anticipate them? Well, I'm anticipating that Penny's project is going to cause a big problem.
If it's the ethical issues bothering you, Locke, I made a slideshow that should make you feel better.
You won't believe how ethical Penny is. Her project is so amazing it will leave you in tears.
I didn't click through the entire slideshow, but the thesis was solid.
If Ray were here, she'd be worried. But she also trusts you, Penny. So I guess I'll trust you too.
My independent study project will not disappoint, Locke.
strike an approaching horde. Get ready for a fight. We've got 10 minutes to take out as many husks as possible. If you bag enough husks, we win. If you don't, we don't. Don't forget to collect those husk and mist monster samples. Strike hard, strike fast, strike fear into the heart of the horde. But don't forget, the storm is closing in, so watch the map.
If we get one more lightning rod, then we'll have enough to begin. Listen, Ronald, I know things between us have been a little weird since we broke up. I'm glad you want to be part of my project, though. Well, you're a good friend. And maybe you can have another friend here in, we could call her Rory? No.
We've got updated objectives. We've got creepers husking all over the place, but keep an eye out for encampments.
And the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore.
Okay, I get that this is like a cover to get us to take out the zombie chickens. But you can't keep introducing characters. It's super confusing.
There are 3 characters, Dennis, and one of them is a bird.
And the zombie chickens we're fighting.
Zombie chickens don't have backstories.
Look, they may be zombies now, but at one time, they were people.
Incorrect.
Where were we? But the chicken, roosting lonely on the patch of rust, spoke only that one word, leaving Lars to ponder how much more of this he could take. Sorry, I'm dying up here.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I meant performance-wise, B-Storm.
Yes, true.
Chicken, never scratching, still is clucking on the patch of rust above my sliding door.
Quoth the raven. That is probably enough chickens.
Oh, thank God, I got in way over my head. Like you're ready to track the rides, but then there's the meter, and then it's like...
like you.
Storm's closing in!
rods we need. It's time to get majorly amped. You should be a safe distance away when I flip the switch lock.
If by safe distance you mean under the blanket in my room, I'm on it. Okay, you can flip it.
Wake up, wake up, wake up! You beauty! I feel it. Your name. I'm gonna call you Arlene. Arlene, this is Ronald. Ronald, Arlene.
I'll be in my blanket fort if anyone needs me.
Sorry, Penny, but it's been a few days and I think Arlene is, in fact, a monster.
She ate through the whole day's food for home base. Just Arlene hungry.
She was asleep a long time. Don't you feel a bit peckish when you first wake up?
If peckish means hungry, then yes, I do. But we can't risk home base for a creature.
You don't seem to mind having Ronald around, and he's a husk.
Well, hey, Ronald's pretty cool. Plus, he volunteered to clean the fry vats, so he's okay by me.
So that's what
I
I
don't
made
think I've
of.
ever said this before,
Really
but
makes you think.
this has a point. Until we see proof otherwise, Arlene is considered armed and monstrous.
Update! It was funny, so I did not intervene. Willow funny, or everyone else funny? Well, that depends on how honest everyone is being with themselves in this scenario. Where is he, Willow?
I'm in the middle of a well!
The middle of a well?
Ah! I'm at the bottom of a well.
Wait, isn't being stuck in a well in your top 5 list of greatest fears?
I have a new thing to be afraid of, everyone!
Okay, this story I like.
Thanks!
Welcome to the Grotto! Even though I'm furious you're still alive, it's a special place. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And I hope it's your final resting place. Find the keys. Find the keys. That's one key down. Find the next key. Find the keys. Join your party at the dungeon entrance. An extinguished flame meant we'd been there before. It was every adventurer's worst fear. Piranhas. We didn't know what the coins were for, but they seemed valuable. That's when I discovered you could disable traps by building over them. What a miserable little cheater I was. Why couldn't I just fall into a pit or something? Key down. Find the next key. That's one key down. Find the next key. Descend. Was an actual ancient temple. And monsters. So many monsters. We continued on into the unknown. And suddenly we knew the heart of that fire stories of our childhood. True. Monsters look deep in the rock. Break. Flood. Surge. 4 legendary beasts sent to feast on interlopers such as us, and drag all they encountered down to a watery grave. That's one key down. Find the next key. The dungeon beckons you ever deeper. Visions of sea voyages, and salty sea captains sailing under the black flag of the Jolly Roger. Yet, even in that moment, we couldn't shake the feeling that something rather, was annoyed we were still alive. Didn't we know we were overstaying our welcome? The depths of the grotto beckoned. We continued our descent. Any kid knows a secret door in a dungeon means only one thing. Treasure. That's one key down. Find the next key. That's one key down. Find the next key. The dungeon beckons you ever deeper. continued our perilous trek into the depths of the grotto. There they were, as terrible as we had imagined. Song, murk, blood, sewage. Things were about to get dangerous and deadly. We defeated one of the grotto's monsters. A dangerous water spout appeared. Our chances of surviving were dropping rapidly. My best friend in the whole world. I rushed to the cursed statue. There was the Lord of the Grotto monster left. It was sink or swim. We had won. Couldn't believe it. The celebration was short-lived, though. Who knew that somewhere a dungeon was preparing a greater torment? One that we'd never survive if we knew what was good for us. We couldn't believe it. We survived the grotto. When we returned home, they would greet us as heroes.
I've marked the last known location of the shelter on your map. Travel to the shelter. Everyone, fan out. Dennis is stuck in one of these wells, so we need to eliminate all the takers we can find. Good, you've reached the shelter. Use the terminal to run diagnostics to see what's wrong.
There has to be some way to prove that Arlene isn't all bad. Oh, look over there. Someone's diary. Ooh, I know I shouldn't snoop, but I just can't help myself. Dear Diary, it's in the evening, I think. The big circle in the sky has been scared away by the dark. And here I am, fearing everyone is upset with me once again. I try, oh Diary, I do try, and want to make everyone happy, but I just don't know how.
So, once upon a time, there was a Dennis. And he was very scared and very damp. And hopefully his friends are going to rescue him.
If we're going for scares alone, it's better if you're left alone down there.
Okay.
Another diary entry. Hopefully they won't be too mad at me reading it. Dear Diary, this new world is so big and frightening. Can't argue with that. Let's look for more diary entries.
So, brainstorm. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you right now?
This is more scary for you and less for me.
Fair. That's fair. Would it be scary if I cried?
Not sure. Maybe just go ahead.
For transparency's sake, I already started.
In that case, no. I feel nothing.
Must be nice.
Come at me, dudes. Whoa, look at me. Wait for it.
Just a tip, if you're stuck in a well, try not to think about how the sun is still above you, but how you might never feel its warm glow ever again.
Oh, there's a really long list of things you shouldn't think about when stuck in a well.
Not a great thought to put in my head.
This shelter has been damaged pretty severely. Looks like the life support modules have all been stolen. These modules inflate and shield the shelter. The modules have to be around here somewhere. Search the zone and return the missing parts. There's an incoming wave detected. We have some time before they arrive. You can search for missing parts now or reinforce the shelter.
Monsters coming!
Survivor shelters are built by a fleet of construction bots. If the bots are attacked, they enter stealth mode and power down. To repair the shelter, we'll need to reactivate all of the construction bots. Unfortunately, their stealth mode is really effective. You're gonna need some help finding those missing construction bots. Let me see if I can send some help. It might take a few minutes.
Thanks again for your help. See you soon.
The construction bot has been reactivated. The module will now be installed. Each part will take a minute to install. So, 8 modules, 1 minute per module. That equals a lot of bullets. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
A diary entry! Not that I enjoy intruding on people's privacy, of course, but... Oh, I wonder whose it is. Dear diary, what pains me the most is that my life is secret. I can only share my thoughts with you in writing my words. When I speak, it just comes out as groans and roars. Groans and roars?
Help has arrived. Go find Seabot. I've marked his location on the map. Seabot only has a limited amount of energy. If you don't activate its scanner, it will have to return to recharge. Seabot scan is ready to be activated. Defend Seabot while scanning. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
Not to make this entirely about me, but I am not scared.
Sorry, that's on me. I've been preoccupied with my own problems, and that's really, really selfish.
I didn't want to say, but, yeah.
Okay, so, well, not great.
Quiet, please. I am seeing.
Ray, may I have a word? Maybe scary stories are not your thing.
Well, neither is living in ghost fights because a very well-dressed jar of brain juice got weird. So either fix Lorda's van, or prepare yourself for the fright of your life.
Oh, I have been prepared.
Then continue to prepare. And really take your time, because I have no idea how to unwell Dennis. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
I have seen the modules.
The parts are now marked on your map. Thanks, Seabot. Only 2 more modules. Keep searching. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun. All modules have been located. After all parts have been installed, the shelter will attempt to power back up. When this happens, expect a big fight. The enemy will come from all directions. The power-up process takes 4 minutes.
Dear Diary, today I thought I'd finally made a friend. Stumbling into a large room, I found the man who controls the fire. He turned the fire on to something and it smelled so good I could not help myself. I ate it, and then everything else in the room. You know how I get around snacks, Diary. The man who controls the fire was mad and I tried to apologize, but it only came out as... Arlene?
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
This is the last of Arlene's diary entries. Dear Diary, I am so excited because I finally met someone. He really understands what it's like to be a fish out of water. Misunderstood, like me. Oh, but when I get around him, I don't know what to talk about. I know. I will devise a way to take him on a romantic trip in a rowboat for two. Classic. XOXO. This is it! All the proof I need that Arlene is not a monster! I wonder who the lucky fella is who caught her bloodshot eye.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun. Installation of parts will pause while the shelter is under attack. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun. Looks like the Husk's plans have changed. They seem to know the final part is being installed. They must be preparing for a larger attack. Get ready. Installation resuming.
Just a status check, Penny. Is everything going okay with your project?
Everyone thought Arlene was a monster, but look, guys, this diary is proof she has feelings. She even has a bit of a crush on someone.
Well, I suppose we could lower her threat level from monstrous to kind of creepy.
She's fine, really. All she needs is some minor, boring troubleshooting.
That doesn't sound like boring troubleshooting.
I guess we know who Arlene fancies now. Oh, Ronald, you devil.
That mob of angry villagers doesn't seem as thrilled with Arlene and Ronald as you are.
Oh no, they're heading across the water.
If they reach those rowboats, they're gonna do what mobs do.
Good idea, Ronald. We should destroy the boats.
Nice work. Add blue glow to the atlas. Open mission control when you're ready to begin. Blue.
Hey, Willow.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. Make yourself comfortable, but not so comfortable you look in the bucket.
I know. Not my first time being a well buddy. So, what's this about you and Sarah?
Oh, not you two.
Oh yeah, me too. You're stuck in a well. You're a captive audience for intrusive questions.
Don't you want us all out of here before the door to darkness opens?
Of course. But it's not often I get gossip and whale torment in one go. Besides, we're terrible at this scary story stuff, so next time I mess with you, you'll probably be a ghost. Which is way less fun. Anyway, Dish.
Do I have to? No. Oh, okay. Sarah and I have known about our future for a while, but we've been avoiding it. It's a lot of pressure for a new relationship. Where do you even start?
So you do like her?
What? No. Kind of.
If you like Sarah, you should ask her out. What's the worst she could say? You're not my type. Ew, gross. Not even to save everyone I've ever known from oblivion?
It's more that classic question of, do I like her, or do I just like her because our child is prophesied to save the world?
Forget about saving reality. Do you like her?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
So, why not try?
I guess you're right.
Hey, I found him! And surprise, there are stairs. Dennis, is there a reason you decided not to use them?
Executive safety decision.
Get up here. And use the railing. We have to keep Arlene and Ronald safe from the mob. They're really good at heart, not monsters. Keep the villagers from getting the boats. I guess that's one way to store an axe. blue glow. You got this, Commander. Okay, I'm sensing a pattern. And the pattern involves axes. Who's there? Guess all that symbolic axe violence is making me a little jumpy.
Good.
Black! Raven! Hi!
You should be afraid.
You know, in my life so far, I have had like 9 people say that to me. And honestly, that's too many. All hands, Atlas under attack! Someone's got a lot of free time, and a lot of axes.
This is a cry for help.
What are you, some sort of summer camp slasher expert?
Yes, I double majored in slashers and rippers.
Where?
Bloodhaven Polytechnic.
Never heard of it.
It's not a blood ivy, but the graduation to death row conversion rate is above average. And the grave robbing team has taken nationals 5 years running. Go, rusty shovels! Dig, dig, dig! In the end, the financial aid package was the deciding factor. You know how it goes.
Here we go. Another cry for help. So, Raven, what could this mean?
The Axis cry out for blood.
I would prefer it if they were crying out for trees. Or not crying out at all.
The camp has been without soft, slashable campers for 2 years. The slashers must be absolutely gutted.
Yeah, poor slashers. Sitting all alone by an unlit campfire, crying into their machete bags. It's the saddest story ever told.
They have feelings, too.
There is nothing that could get me to care about their feelings.
Such anger on display. Beautiful. The axe work. Brutal, yet not without grace.
Taking your word on that?
There's a sadness to this work. Self-loathing.
Good.
The slashers need our help.
Getting ahead of this one. We are not helping slashers feel better about themselves. End of announcement. Nicely done, Commander.
I'm back!
Boo!
Hey, Brainstorm!
That boo was strictly on a story level. Dennis, I am glad you're alive. But that resolution was far from frightening.
I'll keep that in mind for the next time I end up in a well.
Dennis, could there not be a next time?
Yeah, you know there'll be a next time.
Yeah. I have a story for you, Brainstorm. And this one is scary because it's true. And because I already signed you up at the Blouse Believer level. Do not fail me. This is a tale of darkness, intrigue, and failed entrepreneurship in a post-capitalist post-society.
You mean that pyramid scheme you joined with Willow?
It was a triangle-shaped business girl boss opportunity. And it was called Live Laugh Loungewear. This is the scariest story we could come up with. Seriously?
Ultra corporate catchphrases. I'm already uncomfortable.
I stand corrected, I guess. You guys know we live in a nightmare, right? Everyone, grab a box of loungewear. I'll deliver the chills while you deliver my overstock. been happening in this zone. The Husk encampments are going berserk and spawning huge waves of enemies. Whatever's happening, we need to stop it from spreading. When you find an active encampment, be ready to fight until the end. According to my data, we have 20 minutes to neutralize the target. Search the zone and keep an eye out for any encampments that look angrier than usual. I'll keep an eye out from here. Ugh, this does seem like the work of someone who needs help. How many slashers are we working with here? That's one. Take it down. Take out the enemies to clear the encampment. One down. Let's find the next one. The next encampment might be stronger. Make sure your weapons and ammo are ready to go.
Why are mobs always angry? Can't you be a mob that's celebrating things? Giving people surprise birthday parties instead of trying to destroy their independent study projects?
One dark and stormy Thursday afternoon, I was at the computer, watching videos of skateboarders absolutely biffing it, when I received a bone-chattering instant message from the meanest girl I've ever met. "Hey, hun," she said. "How would you like to make your own hours and be your own boss?"
You already do those things.
I knew it was a grift. But it was a chaotic grift, and that was compelling.
Yeah, Lars, it was compelling. Doy.
That's the moment I became a live, laugh, loungewear, swag sales boss associate. There I was, smart, charming, friendly, beloved by a trusting circle of friends. And I was doing all this for free, like a fool. Why was I not monetizing everything I've ever loved? But before I knew it, I was in over my head.
Just like when I tried on one of those suspiciously necky turtlenecks you sell.
Once again, Dennis, those were leg warmers. Anyway, anybody can fall for these schemes, you know? It's almost like they're trying to trick you.
Yeah, it's like neck or leg.
I was trying to build an empire driven by commerce and friendship and obviously greed. But in the end, I was left with nothing but boxes and boxes of stock. And a lot of texts that were left unread. I can see when you do that, you know.
Obviously, it's the best part.
There it is. Take out those husks. Two down. Let's find the next one. The encampments are getting stronger. Make sure you're prepared. There it is. Round 3. Fight!
So you were selling ugly stuff no one wants to the people who love you most.
And not even providing escape instructions.
Soon my bridges were burned. But then I realized the world is full of bridge havers.
So you recruited Willow to the Live, Laugh, Loungewear family.
She wasn't first on my list, but soon I realized terror is an efficient sales tool. 15 minutes to complete the mission. This encampment is not active. Round 3, fight! You're done, encampment! Next one's looking tough. You can do it. Found one. Check out your map. Keep that streak going! Commander. Found one. Check out your map. Get that encampment! Found the next one. Check out your map. This is the big time. Get ready. Found one. Check out your map. Another big fight. Here we go. They're against the ropes. Keep it up. Found the next one. Check out your map. Here we go. You know what to do. Check out your map. This is it. Good luck. Let's head home.
Ray, someone left the sweetest poem in my cabin. Listen to this. I want you to see behind my mask. But I know you will run from me when all I want is to hold your heart. Oh, it's signed Big Sid.
Pen? Big Sid is a notorious summer camp slasher. No part of that poem was a metaphor.
Oh. I'm going to reinforce my cabin.
Mine too, please.
The slashers are in pain. Read their thoughts. Let their anguish move you.
What, you want me to read their diaries or something?
Yes. They've been scattering pages of their journals for us to find.
That's a little dramatic.
It's not a good look.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well, that started an arms race. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? A corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive? Remember how I said that would never, ever, ever happen here? It's happening here. That looks like the ramblings of a maniac. Let's get to know our slashers.
Whoa, look at me. Time to it.
Here's one. I never asked to carry this machete bag. I did not dream of becoming a camp maniac. I dreamed of seeing the world and becoming a veterinarian. You're laying it on a little thick here, Slash. But the older kids tied me to the job as a prank. I forgot I was there until well after the tide came in. And that'll put a chip on your shoulder.
See?
There is no excuse for slashing.
No one's gonna believe this.
We need to retrieve the data as usual, but this time we need to watch the storm. Exposure to the storm will hurt you.
People like
A
you.
lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health. We need to retrieve the data before we're overwhelmed by the storm, so you'll want to move quickly. We only have 20 minutes. Keep an eye on the storm's movement on your map. Here's another. No one sets out to become a slasher. You just fall into it, thinking it will be a phase. But then your friends are getting married, having kids of their own, and you're being chained to the boiler and left to die by the campers of Owl Troop. I'm not siding with the slashers, but campers sound terrifying. Here we go. I was the caretaker of Camp Shady Acres for 15 years. I poured my heart and soul into these campgrounds, but the campers could never see past my hook hand. Then came the summer Owl Troop lit my cabin on fire as I slept. What is your deal, Owl Troop?
Campers are all terrible.
They are not.
Their parents send them to spend the summer in the spooky woods. You don't do that to the ones you want to keep.
We've got a bonus in play. Landing site spotted. Nice find. Any attacks from the storm's creatures can corrupt the data. You'll want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
I'm destroying boats.
Once Willow came on board, she unlocked a whole new sales demographic for us.
Spunky teen ghosts with no modern fashion sense and a devil-may-care attitude.
Exactly. Who wants to spend eternity wandering the moors in itchy gowns and starched tailcoats? The dead were crying out for fashion, and possibly revenge. But our only steady customer was Dennis.
Really? Dennis? He never struck me as a leisure wear guy.
Hey, just because I've been wearing the same t-shirt for 10 years doesn't mean I'm stuck in my ways. And hey, you know, maybe one day I'll want to go on a date or something.
Hopefully not in the clothes I sold you. Woof.
Yeah, why would I wear all of those clothes I bought from you? That would be
Embarrassing?
good to know. That now. I know that now, so case closed.
suspect the mob can swim, so destroying that last boat should deter them. Of course, the next time we need a boat, we may be in trouble.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I hope there is a bridge, because we won't have a boat.
We destroyed your boats, Mob, so keep your pitchforks away from my friends. Maybe we can convince them that Arlene and Ronald aren't monsters.
That's more easily said than done.
Arlene, tell them how deep and feeling you are, how much love you have to give.
Her love is scary.
Here's another. How I long for the day I can once again raise my machete. Not reading that. Not reading that either. What's an laboratory?
Slaughterhouse.
Someone to Bloodhaven.
I am engrossed. I am scandalized by this woeful tale of fast fashion. But this chunky brine boy is not scared.
Well, hold on. Our terrifying downfall is just beginning. Ghosts stopped buying from us. Our customer base was gone. The wolves were at our door.
Ah, finally! The scary stuff!
Metaphorical wolves.
Not to be rude, but you're boring my chunks.
Just wait. Your time will come. The only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible. So bring down that balloon, download that data, and get ready to move. Why do you like these creeps so much, Raven?
They are my people.
Aren't we your people?
Home base fears me.
A little. But mostly because you make overlong eye contact and say things like, Sue. And then there's laughter. The balloon has landed. Defend that data!
So what did you do? Did your remaining pants become tax write-offs?
They actually became property of everyone's favorite brain in a jar.
I would never agree to such a foolish business deal.
Not even if you could be your own boss.
I would make a good boss.
And make your own schedule?
This is very appealing, since I no longer understand clocks or time in general. But my chunks are suspicious.
Welcome to the Live, Laugh, Loungewear family! File successfully retrieved. Data's looking good. File successfully retrieved. Another file! File successfully retrieved. Looking good. retreat. Another file. Looking good. Another file.
Survive. Hold.
File successfully retrieved. Perfection! You collected all of the files. Amazing! Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, a good job. The data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
So, was that the whole story?
My chapter is ending, but yours is just beginning. Keep it up and you'll be a Zoot Suit Zealot in no time. Sidebar!
Oh, all my chunks invited!
No! Guys, we really gotta step up our game here, okay? That was not scary. Willow, please tell me you have a scary story on deck. Never. No way. Pass.
I could get in another well.
If that gets me out of having to do bird stuff part 2, maybe.
That's it. Sequels!
Alright, but this time I'm taking a snack.
Tennis man, have some self-preservation, please. Just like the tiniest bit.
The mob is held at bay for now. But they aren't convinced Arnold and Arlene are not a danger.
Wait! The villagers are retreating.
They are? Why? What changed their minds?
Oh, I think I know why.
What? Oh, Arnold and Arlene are holding hands.
They're in love.
Attention campers! Run! Run away and do not look back! Attention slashers! Get ready for the summer of your life! Because you just got invited to the one and only summer camp for summer camp slashers! Welcome to Camp Blady Acres. We'll be pairing you with your camp counselors this afternoon. Do not slash them! Slashing a counselor is an automatic dry docking. 48 hours, no swimming, no canoe time. Yeah, that's right, don't test me. One slice and you're out. Other than that, get out there! Have fun, make friends, and get ready for the spookiest campfire story experience of your lives! And in some cases, afterlives!
What's happening?
Brainstorm! I hope you're ready for terror. Because we are going back to Blady Acres. In spirit, because the van is broken.
I know beggars can't be exec producers, but does the world really need another sequel?
It does not. But it's getting dark, and we need to get some fires going. Besides, slasher stories are 95% unnecessary sequels. We can do this 1,000 times and still not upset the balance.
So, I guess we're going back to Blady Acres.
Again, metaphorically.
Penny, I am not the guy to tell anyone how relationships work. But don't you think Arnold and Arlene getting married is a little fast?
The space where their hearts would be wants what it wants, Dennis. It's romantic.
I thought about bringing it up with Arnold, but he might bite my head off. For real. I need my head. Without it, the whole Dennis organization falls apart.
Just let love take its course. Our concern is inviting the guests. Well, summoning the guests, and that's why I need you, Dennis. The summoning soup. I have my great-great-grandmom's recipe, but first we need to get the ingredients.
Attention campers! Run! Run away and do not look back! Attention slashers!
Congrats on surviving your first night, everyone. According to the readings, I have some inconclusive news. We cannot rule out a ghost presence in the hotel. So, for the time being, we should conduct ourselves as if this is a haunted hotel.
On it! Ghost Hunter Dennis is on the case.
That is not what I had in mind.
That is also not what I had in mind.
I've watched every episode of Ghost Boss. I'm ready for this.
I'm not.
Does anyone have a better idea?
Anyone?
Ghosts, you don't have to go into the light, but you can't stay here. Let's hunt!